Are you looking for the best super automatic espresso machines, in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best super automatic espresso machines that are available on the market. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I try to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To see the more information about these products you can check out the description below. Also, make sure you subscribe for more videos. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Gaggia Anima Programmable Espresso Machine. Here's a nice overall simplistic option from Gaggia. It has 3 temperature selectors, a size selector, and a manual frothing wand. That's it. Nothing else really fancy about it like some of these. But it's the little things that are nice. It just has an overall great all-around performance package. Good bean and water capacity so you can set it and forget it for days at a time. A slim profile for easy storage on the counter. It makes good espresso always the most important criteria, and it doesn't cost nearly as much as some of these. Actually, if it was just a tiny bit cheaper it wouldn't be the bottom slot on this list. I think Gaggia needs to whack about $100 off of this one before I'd say it truly competes with the Philips Carina or even the Jura above. Otherwise they have a pretty solid machine on their hands. Moving on at number 4. We have the Jura Automatic Coffee Machine. This one is kind of my dark horse favorite of the bunch from Jura. In many ways, it's objectively less good than ones in the same price range. It compares very unfavorably to the Philips Carina 1200 in terms of features and usability. But the sheer simplicity of this one really endears it to me. A single spout, a good grinder and reservoir, and pure, delicious espresso. That's all it's focused on, and it does it very well. You'll notice there's no frother here, you have to do that by hand. Which, honestly, is fine by me. I'm fine pumping milk by hand and I've become pretty adept at pouring it if I do say so myself. And I hate cleaning frother nozzles. The only issue is the price. I can't really justify recommending this one wholeheartedly because it costs about $200 too much for an espresso machine of this size and simplicity. Still, it's like the little espresso machine that could, and I think very worth picking up on a sale. At number 3, we have the Breville the Barista Express Espresso Machine. If you want something a bit closer to the expected cost of a personal espresso maker, this Breville option is very good. While it lacks some of the features of our winner, it's also less than a third of the price and quite compact, so any minor inconveniences like the lack of the automatic milk frother reservoir can probably be forgiven. The coffee grinder on this one is nice, with an adjustable coarseness to make coffee to your preference. The automatic temperature control is excellent, regulating the water temperature for optimal taste and texture via a PID controller. This one has no digital controls, but the knobs aren't too complicated once you get the hang of them, making this one of the less intimidating espresso machines out there. The manual steam wand is also quite good, allowing for micro-foaming milk. This allows you to just have a nice thick, heady froth and even to make latte art if you want. If you just want a good espresso experience without having to take out a second mortgage to get it, this is a choice you won't regret. At number 2, we have the Delonghi Magnifica Super Automatic Espresso Machine. This is a lower-end Delonghi, and it shows. While not a bad espresso machine per se, and especially good for the fairly low price, it lacks a lot of the polish that the Aletta has. The main problem with this espresso machine is the interface. The knobs and buttons are fairly obtuse, but can be figured out quickly enough. Of bigger issue are the lights and warning indicators, which are not at all intuitive. As a rule of thumb, my basic criteria for what constitutes a well-designed user interface is me being able to figure out what everything is for without using the manual. The Magnifica does not pass that sniff test. That aside, this is a great espresso machine. It froths milk well, makes excellent shots, and even makes a pretty good cup of standard coffee. It's definitely one of the better super automatic espresso machines on the market at this price range in terms of the quality of the espresso it makes. The only problem is you have to put up with a lot of annoyances to get that quality to show. It's hard to clean, exceptionally loud, and has the aforementioned design issues. For some, it will be more than worth it for the quality of the espresso. For others, you may want to give it a pass and go with a model like the Philips Carina, which is less finicky. And finally at number 1. We have the Delonghi Digital Super Automatic Espresso Machine. This high-end espresso machine makes every step of the process easy. The digital interface comes with a slew of options, all of which are easy to read and have distinct, recognizable functions, no fumbling around a dozen sub-menus to find what you need. I like that the overall design of this is dedicated to making this simpler as well as easier, as too many coffee machines of any stripe tend to provide too many options, most of which are never used. The design of the machine is great, with a conical burr grinder to grind on demand any coffee bean of your choice to the perfect consistency for proper espresso making, and a well-placed, fixed milk reservoir that makes getting that delicious foam way easier than a manual espresso machine ever would be able to achieve. The coffee is put under 15 bars of pressure inside, for a great espresso. Keep in mind that the debate between whether 9 or 15 bars makes the best espresso rages to this day. If you have a particular opinion on the matter, consider buying a 9 bars machine. On top of all that, it doesn't take up an extraordinary amount of space on your countertop and it's easy to clean too, with an auto-cleaning system and easily detachable parts for when a manual clean is called for. This feature alone is a godsend for anyone who's had to manually clean out a less cooperative espresso maker before. This machine is pretty much perfect as far as espresso machines go. Which means unfortunately you know what I'm going to say next, it's expensive. Like, you could buy a used car for the price of this machine, expensive. For real coffee enthusiasts, this price is definitely worth it for high-quality, easily made espresso drinks at home, but if you're looking for something a little more budget-conscious, look elsewhere. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe my channel to see more videos like this. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.